Hello, beautiful people. Well, you guys, this is such a bad opening, but yeah, I know you guys love us regardless.
You love us regardless.
Yeah, this is a town hall different. In case you don't know, now you know. And my name is Archie,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're back again.
And please stop referring to us as the dark one and the light skinned one.
Yes, we have
It's
a name.
annoying.
We have a name.
And I'm not even that light skinned.
I'm really dark skinned.
Like, I guess it's because you're quite dark. They think
Yeah.
I'm really light. I'm not that.
I'm actually
not,
dark.
I'm
Dark,
not that
dark.
light skinned. Relax, guys. I'm not fair. Anyways, we move on. Let's start the show now.
And today we have a guest.
Yes, a very beautiful one.
A fine babe.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
Juno.
Oh my gosh, a town hall different. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
I
before
know.
we started recording, she was saying how some people have, and she told somebody she was coming on a podcast called A Town Hall Different. The person was like, A Town Hall Different? What kind of name is that?
We like that face.
And I was like,
we
yeah,
like that
a
face.
town hall different.
Yeah.
You know where that's from, right?
Yeah.
So like, that's what's up.
But it's so
If
cool.
you're wondering what the podcast is about, pull up.
Pull up. Period. We have so many things to talk about on the show
Yep.
today. Some exciting, some not so exciting. But the fact that we have you, we know that it's going to be a fun
going to be-
conversation.
It's going
Yeah,
to be
thank you so much
exciting.
for having me. I'm so
Yeah.
happy to be here. Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how you doing?
I'm fine.
Are you?
How's Nigeria treating you?
She's not fine, guys. She's not feeling fine.
Yeah.
She's fine.
I'm a
because
little.
she's
I'm a
on a
little
town hall
cold.
different.
I'm a little cold, but Nigeria's colder.
A
Right
little
now.
cold from what they piping.
Girl.
Hey, we're talking serious things here.
Okay, sorry.
The
let's
country
get serious.
is bleeding.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys, I'm tired of. Every time I think about Nigerian problem, I'm sad.
Honestly, I've gone to the place where I try to zone out. So normally, like when I see Nigerian problems, what I do for my own mental health is that I take myself out of it.
Yeah.
But it's so sad because what happened recently, you have to be like really evil to take yourself out of it.
Yeah, because like
Yes.
You have to be. So
Yeah.
this particular one, like, I couldn't even take it out because what do you mean over 200 people were killed just like that? What do you mean 200 lives were lost just like that? Not
And-
one, not two, 200.
and nobody has been held accountable.
Yeah. So I think there comes a time in our lives as citizens and as people who claim we own this country that we need to put voices together. We can't
Yeah.
keep quiet for too long.
It's
You know.
it's crazy. It's really sad.
Yeah.
You know, the sadder part about it is that we are almost helpless.
We are helpless. It's a sad reality. We're actually
I
helpless.
remember 2015. Before Buhari came. I remember how we used to react when things like this happened.
Yeah, and then the next you need to know that you're going to get a what did you call it? What's this when the president comes to address the whole nation?
Oh, what's it called?
What do they call it? Like, so something like an address or something.
Yeah.
He will shall
Of
speak.
some
He will shall
sort,
speak.
He
yeah.
shall speak. His wife would speak.
He was rightful speak.
And you know the sadder part? Then we as Nigerians then would laugh and would say, why does the wife of the president sound this way? Why is she? And we're forgetting the part where this is empathy speaking.
You know, someone
Like,
said that was the last time we ever got
empathy.
empathy.
Because right now you can see that these people, the people in charge, their world is so different. They don't understand what we are dealing with. And people are saying, oh, it's Benue, it can't happen in Lagos. See,
It can happen anywhere.
200
It can
people
happen
could
anywhere.
die in Benue.
It can happen
It
anywhere.
can happen
yeah.
anywhere.
It can happen anywhere.
And who says that? Somebody would say, oh, no, it can't be up to 200. Who says that the one life that will be lost will not be yours?
Exactly. You never know who's next. I'm just here and wishing that we get it right as a nation because, like, God, please now.
Truth is, these things have been going on for so long, especially in Benue. I'm actually from Benue, by origin. Both parents are from Benue.
Whoa.
Yeah. And before now, this is even the loudest it has gotten. But before now, we've lost family members.
What?
We've lost people. A whole village has been taken
Jesus.
before.
A
So
village.
I need to tell you guys that it's real. It's so real. Like, it's so crazy.
And then did you guys see that press release that I've never read anything more. What do you mean you're clearing your schedule to, as opposed to what? Like why did we have Very Dark Man? Why did we have a social media commentator have access to
Showing
that
up,
scene?
yeah, showing up before
Why
people who are in charge.
Yeah, because if the people who are in charge were already on that in that scene, he wouldn't have
any
access.
reason to be there. Yeah,
So why did he have
I
that much
agree.
access? Like, why are we showing that our lives don't matter?
I feel like we just need to get things right. We're lagging behind
But
on
where do you
a
even
lot of
start?
Where do we
things.
start from, girl?
That's the
On a
question.
lot of
Like, where do you
things.
want to start? Who do you start from?
Who do you start with?
They say, oh, it starts with you.
How? What can I do?
That it starts with you. It feels like it's just a rant these days because, like, I have decided that, by myself, I am going to spread, the word and tell people to stand up and tell people to speak on these issues.
Mm-hmm.
But you can tell how funny it is to some Nigerians now. We will still turn this into a joke. We will still turn this into some comedy skit. So, like, at some point, it feels like you're fooling yourself because who are you really, talking to? But we have to keep talking.
All I just want to say that the lives that were lost in Benue, may their soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Amen.
Plus, guys, let's address this. Speaking on this, did you guys see all those posts where, I know that Ayra innocently, she was tweeting about Love Island, and someone said, read the room. And she said, that Harry Potter was funny though. She said, we're not in the same room.
I'm sorry, Ayra got it wrong.
So she didn't know.
Excuse me.
See. I can assure you, she didn't know.
See,
like she didn't understand what that read the room meant. I'm sure that after she had replied was when she now realized, so is happening in the nation.
Please. Ayra is not a child. I'm sick and tired of us making excuses for grown-ass adults. Ayra is not a child. If someone says read the room, you cannot tell me that you don't know what it means by read the room.
I mean, she knows what read the room meant, but I don't think she knew the situation
that we keep making excuses for. That's the same way she posted a video vibing to Naira Marley's song. She hasn't recovered from that, and now this. If you don't know how to manage situations, get someone to do that. Don't put yourself in a situation where it's going to be very tough to defend you. I'm sick and tired of having to defend Ayra Starr for doing. Please,
so here's why I'm not so mad at Ayra Starr, because I really feel like she didn't know what was going on at the time. If you went through her timeline when she replied that read the room, there was nothing she didn't know. So it was when people started calling out the situation that she now realized that so is happening. Because the truth
and what
is,
did she do?
I mean, she's. I think I saw her retweet people's tweets on it.
Okay, so she retweeted, and that's enough after not reading the room.
Can I say this from an artist's perspective?
Yeah.
I want to say this because I understand being on both sides. To artists, every day on the internet is a day at work.
True.
It's like going to your 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to understand that every artist has to report every day. If you want to stay, in the conversation, on top of things, you have to be hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
So I can say that it's possible she was having a day at the office that day, and it was necessary for her to just tweet what was on her mind, just like we do. Like when a nudge comes, you just say what's on your mind and you put it out there. And it was just a whole misunderstanding where this thing happened to be happening at that same time. And, someone was like, oh, girl, read the room. And she goes like, okay.
We're not in the same room.
Yeah.
So if someone tells me read the room on the internet, the first thing I'm going to ask someone beside me is that what's happening? Why is someone telling me to read the room?
Do we admit that Ayra Starr is usually bullied on the internet?
She is.
We know that.
So what if
Sarah,
it was her defense as a human being that
we
came
know
out?
that, but as a person, if someone tells me read your room when I tweet something, the first thing that would come to my mind is what's happening. I'm not going to be quick to say, oh, we're not in the same room. I understand it. We're not in the same room. But like, you guys, I love Ayra too much for me to not want to defend her. But like in this case, I'm sorry. I cannot defend Ayra Starr.
I'm looking at her on this matter as
I get it that
from the lens
she
of a
has
human
been
being.
she has been bullied in the past. I cannot say that I don't know that. And we've spoken about it here
Yeah.
several times. But in this case, Ayra was wrong.
So I'm not denying that she wasn't wrong. Oh. All I'm doing is I'm trying to, obviously she was wrong. Like, you can't deny that.
Okay, so-
But I'm just trying to make a case for her.
Okay,
Like,
so-
in that moment,
okay, then you-
she was being a normal human being.
Then you realize what's happening. You still did not say anything. Did she
But
say
do we know what happened on that same day? Few hours after that, Davido announced that, no, first of all, he tweeted that, oh, where he is with you is playing 10 times. Nobody spoke to Davido about read the room. Oh. It was other people that say, why is nobody telling Davido to read the room? Few hours after that, he's announcing that with you video is coming out. I love that two of us are saying this because you're the Ayra fan and I'm the Davido
Okay,
fan.
I just want
but
to
I'm just
say
saying that in that moment,
I have
you
a
can see that it
problem. I
wasn't.
have a problem with people saying, "Oh, why are they not dragging this person?" You have a platform, drag the person. If Mr. A is being dragged and Mr. B is not dragged, if you are seeing the both of them at the same time, drag Mr. B.
So why we were not dragging Mr. B is it boils down to the hypocrisy that people were gonna blame Ayra because she's an easy target to bully online.
I don't think it's because of Ayra. Is it? I feel like it's a case of. I think it's a case out that we've all established that Nigerians are hypocrites.
Sorry,
All
we have
human beings
receipts.
are,
So
but like,
we have receipts. Ayra has really been bullied.
she's been bullied.
No, I know that.
That's why she
I know that.
reaction,
I know that
that
for
reaction
sure.
was definitely from that point.
Yes,
of
that's
view.
why she reacted. So she was being a human being because people forget that celebrities
Definitely.
are humans too. This was a babe who was first of all, you know how I don't think normal Nigerians understand how Nigerian artist world is so different from ours.
It's so crazy.
Like,
Okay, but like we've established that she
she
didn't know.
didn't know. She was in another
Juno.
world. She's literally watching Love Island.
So
She
what then
doesn't
happens
know.
when you figure out what's happening? It's okay for you to be ignorant about a situation. What steps did you take when you figured out what was
Do
happening?
you think she wants to be someone who just runs up to the internet to try to save face? I don't think she wants to just.
Yeah,
You
there's that
understand?
too.
So even if she
There's that
did
too.
see that, oh, maybe this was wrong based on the fact that, yeah, she actually needed to read the room, it was still like a matter of, I need to still
Allow
calm
this
down.
simmer
Yeah.
down.
Because, to be honest, depending on what she does next, it could
Trigger people.
Yeah, it could trigger people. It could skyrocket a lot of things and blow it out of proportion.
Very
so
true.
I think her silence was very
Okay, but
you
like
know,
Also,
away from this,
let's-
I just feel like Ayra, sometimes you just need to calm. I understand. We've seen a lot of times that she's been bullied online, which obviously I feel like people who bully people are losers. Because if you're not a loser, if you have your life figured out, and if it's not that you lack love in your house, there's no reason why you go on the internet to bully someone that you don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like Ayra, just sometimes you need to calm down.
Well, she's just human is all I can say.
Yeah, I know that.
But let's talk about the part where Nigerians, would we even call it bullying? This is not about Ayra now. This is how people were calling out celebrities, right? To speak on this case. So like people were literally tagging celebrities like, you must talk. And I saw some people who said, no, leave the celebrities alone. They don't owe you speaking out. Hold your elected officials accountable. And then there are other people who are on the other side of the coin saying that, no, celebrities have a huge platform and they should speak out. I don't know where I stand on that situation because we're literally talking about Ayra Starr now, like, oh, what did she say afterwards? Like, does she need to say something afterwards?
So the thing
celebrities
is,
really
in the
need to say
beginning,
something
she didn't have to say anything at all. If she didn't want to say anything about the situation, she didn't have to say anything. I mean, that's if this whole
Read the room
did not happen. If Ayra did not say anything, I'm not sure. I wouldn't make sense of anybody tagging her to say, Ayra, lend your voice.
But people did that. And then I know people did that to Olamide. And then we now saw celebrities come out. It's like every celebrity now is coming out with press
I don't even want
release.
to say any. I have what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it on this.
Wow, on a town hall.
on
We
a
don't
town
say,
hall.
we don't say our
different.
opinions on a town hall. Since when did that start?
Okay, so because we know the party Olamide belongs to.
There's that. But it still doesn't mean that he shouldn't speak up. And he did speak up.
Okay, that was after people.
After people called him out. So that's the thing. Like, do celebrities really need to speak up sometimes on cases like
So
this?
I feel like
Do they owe us that?
it's not from a place of us. It's just from a place of, oh, they have a platform and like their voices would go further than
The average
And
person.
the
average
average
person.
person. Yes, that's true. People definitely want to know that they have your help. They want to know that you care
Yeah.
as well, especially as someone they look up to.
Yes.
And that's why there's the pressure for, celebrities to always come out and speak up whenever there's a social issue
yeah.
or a political issue. It's important for them to come out and speak up. But I would say that not everybody wants their opinions to be known.
True.
Not everybody even has the right things to say. Some people
Say.
can't even bring themselves to say the words. So has it gotten to this point where we are now forced to say something just because something needs to be said? Or do we need to sit down, articulate ourselves, and actually say something if we have to say it, and support the people however we can behind the scenes? For celebrities, we see how that complicated that is, because like you're the one in front of the world.
Yeah.
So if you speak, the whole world will listen
Will
to
hear.
you.
Yeah.
If Davido speaks, the whole world will listen to him. Do you understand? So it's a thing of, where do we draw the line? We can't coerce them into speaking out all the time,
yeah.
but we do need their help. So
Yeah.
where do we stand?
Especially if you're one of those celebrities that are quick to go on the internet to talk about, to bullshit
Bullshit who now?
people. You know the Messiah I'm talking about.
Please, they should not come for us again.
I did not call him, no.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't get it, forget about
Yeah.
it. But the one I find funny is when they make those posts like, oh, we stand against what's happening in the country, and next post later you're promoting your music or you're promoting.
But like
or we're
life
seeing
goes
the
on
clip.
now. At the end of the day,
like I
life-
said, for
I'm
artists,
like, come on, guys.
every day is a day at the office.
True,
So
yeah,
you
life
cannot
goes
you
on.
really shame us for
Yeah,
posting.
you are standing.
our
You are
music next
standing
day.
with these people, but like you also
I
need to
I
get
need
your
to do what I
bread.
need to do. I need to
Yeah,
do what
I'm
I
not
need
going to fault
do.
any artist for that.
Anyways,
By the
I
way,
just
talking about
wish
the
things like this
video
didn't
for
happen.
with you.
I love it.
Woo! First of all, shout out to Damn It.
Damn it, so witch.
Yeah,
That's how to make a
was an
music video, by the way.
That was an awesome
Exactly.
video.
Yeah,
That's
That's how to make a music
that's
video.
How to tell the story.
like that. Do you know? Like I watched it and I was like, this is when you think about the song with you and you watch the video, perfection.
Thank you.
Perfection. And
Thank you.
shout out to that. What's that girl's name? Detail Black.
Dito Black.
Yeah.
She's such a
Shout out
bad.
She
to
was
Brad-
so nice in that
Shout out
video.
to Brian
man.
Chimezie.
What? Shout out to even Omale. Omale, I feel your aura these days. Did you see when he did that thing with his leg? No, the video was so nice. Did you see the BTS? I watched the
I
BTS
watched the
as well.
BTS.
Oh my goodness.
I
No,
also
well done,
I
guys.
also
Well
like the
done.
inclusion. 3 of them where there was a scene where
Yes.
three of them
Oh
were
my
dancing.
God.
That
It was so
beautiful.
Yes, it
good.
was so good.
It was
That's
so
my best
good.
part.
Another thing that I found exciting about the video, I don't know why I'm ashamed of saying this now. I was so happy to see Cubana Chief Priest. I don't know why.
I don't understand
I
that
don't know
excitement.
why.
What's your excitement?
I don't know why. Like,
I mean, it's cool,
he
but
makes
like-
me laugh.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So seeing him in the video, I was like, okay, like you know how David always does the whole bestie. So seeing him in the video was like, it was just perfect. It was
Come
just perfect
close,
to me.
money. You know what?
Real.
No, the video was so good. Shout out to Damn It,
Yeah,
the
that- yeah.
dancers, the colors, everything was. I even saw that in the BTS, the place that they used, they had to work. It was almost like an abandoned.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
They had
they
to
worked.
work
Oh
on
yeah,
it
shout out
for
to
more than
Anita.
4 days.
What's her babe? Is it Annie? Wait.
Shout out to the set designer.
Aisha something.
Shout out to the set
God,
designer.
that
We
girl-
can't remember your name
Beautiful
now.
work.
So
But
good.
well done.
Yeah,
No, the
definitely.
video. That's how to do a music video.
That's how to make use of crowd properly.
Yeah, there's that part too. And I was just gonna say that for the longest time, we've not had any music video that everyone was excited to watch.
Yes.
Like With You.
With You.
And when With You came out, it trended. And we should bear in mind that once upon a time, that was how music videos used to trend every day.
And excite us.
And excite us. But we hadn't had that
In a while.
in over a year.
Yeah.
We just wanted to throw that out
And we
there.
said what we said.
Yeah, your favorite carpenters.
I actually really liked that purple.
I think we should have come with
masquerade.
our hammer.
Yeah. But we can manage
to
it for now.
to stamp it, Abby. I really liked that purple masquerade thing dancing around the money. That was
Yes.
so
Hey,
good.
the whole
yes.
video was
It felt like
so
oh my
good.
God, so.
Yeah, it's true.
So it was green screen. You know it was green
Oh,
screen.
yeah?
It was
That
green
real?
screen. The person wore like it was green screen. Person wore.
I was like,
the
oh my
whole
God,
chrome
so
thingy.
is here, beautiful.
No, that
Like-
was
I
that
really
was such
loved
a
it.
good video.
Yeah.
That's such a good video. So
I mean,
good.
and With You is still there. By the way, the
Beautiful
video is going
song.
on tour.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
so happy for
yeah.
Moravi.
Yep. Victoni too.
I mean, Victoni and Odumodublvck,
Odumodublvck.
not surprising. Yeah, like, of course. But Moravi, this is like her first major gig.
I can't wait to see all that she's going to do.
And I think she's so talented.
No, she is.
I think
She's
She
going
is,
to
she
kill
is.
that
Yeah.
She's
song,
so
that her
talented.
Ifeneme song.
Yeah,
She's going to kill it on that
yeah,
stage. I know.
she's
so
talented. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's talk about that. Thank God that we have Juno in here. We hear these things. We've had people come on this podcast even, and they've spoken about how signing female artists is such a big deal, and it can be so stressful.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, now Moravi is going on tour with Davido. It's not just Moravi. Unlike maybe Victoria and Odumodublvck, which will most likely be their road managers and stylists and whatnot. She's probably going to go with hair, makeup,
artist,
skin,
yeah.
fashion,
Wardrobe,
this one, that
everything.
one.
Most likely not. She'll probably do her makeup herself, maybe.
What if she's like me that
you know.
cannot do makeup?
Will she be able to
So-
direct signal of what the songs that she's going to perform?
Yes,
and
when she's
all?
doing
Yeah, but
rehearsals.
that's the thing. She has to think about all of that.
Wait, so female... Wait, we're trying to say now that as an artist, you people think about that?
Yeah, you think about that. You think about your clothes, your shoes, your
But is that
set
not the
list.
job of the label to sort that out for you?
I mean, they could, yeah, definitely. They will help. They will, bring in their inputs, but you kind of have to like what they're bringing, right?
Yes.
So you
yes,
still have to
yes.
take up that responsibility to make sure that
to say if you
it-
like it or
yeah,
not.
it also suits you and suits your
Personality.
personality. Yeah. So there's
Wow.
definitely a lot of, thinking going on with the artist.
By the way, let's talk about your new song, "Pipe Me Up."
Yeah.
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 I like how excited you are when I said "Pipe Me Up," cause girl, that music video.
Okay.
A lot.
Hit me. What
A
do you
lot
wanna
was
know?
going on. So take us through the process of that song, from recording the song to the music video to all of the
Yeah. Okay.
happening there.
So, Pipe Me Up has always been Pipe Me Up. That has always been the name since the song was made.
Mm-hmm.
This song was made in 2023. A recording camp here in Lagos, October maybe 14th to be precise. Beautiful day.
Wow.
The sun was out that day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Love
can't
it.
lie. So, did the whole song. I co-wrote that song with Firefly, very great person, songwriter as well. And so we've had that song in our files for however long until it dropped. So
Mm-hmm.
we tried to look for who would match that vibe. Pipe Me Up was such a daring song, and so we needed that vibe on
Yeah.
the song. Especially for someone like me, if you know me, I have a very shy demeanor,
Mm-hmm.
So that was basically me taking a leap.
Leaving
to
your
be-
comfort zone.
Yeah, leaving my comfort zone to be someone else.
Yeah.
And I think I killed the role.
Oh God, you murdered
I
it.
killed it. And it was just beautiful. We figured out Ruga. Shout out to my team, Gamma, Frida, Larry. Shout out to them. They thought about Ruga, brought Ruga on board. This happened maybe, I would say, barely 2 weeks apart since we met, and then when he came to finish up the recording. So we're at the studio doing the final recording. He listened to the song again, made up his verse, delivered his verse. He delivered his verse in less than 20 minutes.
Wow.
Made it and delivered it in less than 20 minutes, and did all of the background vocals and everything. And song was done. Let's say a month or two after it came to us. Yeah.
Wow.
You guys
Beautiful.
such a chill guy.
Yo, I can't even tell you how chill he is, because I did not expect how chill. He was on set with me for that video shoot for the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah. I think he came in shortly after I had just done my makeup, and then we immediately started.
Mm-hmm.
And he was with me all through until the end. It was so beautiful.
Oh my God.
Every role was very professionally done. I'll do that again.
Oh,
And then
I
Clarence
love that.
Peters.
Clarence was amazing. I can't tell, we didn't have to go over anything more than twice. That's
Oh,
how
really?
good. That's how good it was. That's how fluid that shoot was. Like, he would say one thing and I was like, oh, okay, I understand that. I feel like if someone else had communicated that thing to me, I probably won't understand exactly what it is you're saying, but he just has a way of telling you exactly what
Yeah.
it is he
Yeah.
needs you to do. And that really helped.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But how is it like being an emerging artist right now in Afrobeats today? And I'm saying that because It's a lot going on at the same time. Like, there's so many artists because I mean there's money in the industry. So even people who have no business making music, everyone is
Everyone's trying to tap in.
they're trying to, and you can't even blame them. It's better than going to do Yahoo and the rest of that.
It's better than being on the streets.
Yes, it's better than being on the streets as a woman as well. So how do you handle the fact that when you go into a room, especially in this art industry, like you know that there are a lot of people who are desiring this same should I say sports? Yeah, same sport that you desire as well.
Yeah.
Dealing with the oversaturation, for lack of better words, of artists around. What's that like? Why did you take a deep sigh?
Because like it's so much to cover. Like it's crazy. Like where do I begin? Do I talk about how emotionally, draining it's been, or do I talk about the good things? Do I talk about like the parts where I have really felt like I have lived? Do I talk about the part where I'm actually living out my dreams? Do I actually talk about the part where it's physically exhausting and I now feel like an old woman because like my back hurts, from just like standing up, recording, going from place to place all of the time, just being so busy.
Trying to be out there.
I just want to say that if you want it that bad, like go and get it.
You have to work for it.
Yeah, go and get it. But you have to know that there's work to be done. And you can't phantom the work. Don't worry. Like someone can put you through, they can explain to you from top to bottom. But going through those emotions, feeling the way you feel, it's really work. You have to be together emotionally, physically, spiritually. You need to have all of that unlocked because these things will test you. Navigating this space as an upcoming artist has been, bittersweet. I can tell you that I have really enjoyed acceptance in the industry since I came. People have really been appreciative of the voice that I'm, lending, in the studio and out of the studio. So I really am grateful for that. The only thing I would say I really struggle with right now is just trying to be myself. Like, I am who I am. But there are certain things I cannot do anymore. There are certain parts I cannot go anymore. I now have to be this very conscious person. You understand? Especially after living a long time without being so conscious. Just being rugged and hustling and just like putting yourself out there with so much vigor. Now I have to, sort of chill and make sure that I'm doing everything right and by the books, because now I'm no longer alone. I'm now dealing globally. I'm making music for the world. You understand? So I need to be, at my best emotionally, spiritually, and all of that. So there's that. I really faced adjusting to the lifestyle. The stress is next level.
Like on an average, how many hours do you spend in the studio?
I could be in the studio for as little as 4 hours. I could be there for a night.
The whole night?
Yeah, the whole
night.
Like
you won't sleep at all?
Sleep. They ain't sleep. It's no sleep now.
That's crazy.
Studio, there's no sleep. So, like, we really put in a lot of time, into the work that we do. You see, studio time is the best time because that's when you're actually doing the job you know how to do, the music, the singing. So I can tell you, for me, that studio time is even the best time. But every other thing around it is
stressful.
How do you feel about having to create content online? Because I feel like if you're an artist right now in present day Afrobeats, where you have to always come and do something on TikTok, and before it used to be just come and dance. But now you have to figure out a creative way to stand out. So you have to become a fool. Look at what Bloody Civilian is doing. I can't do that. I rate her and respect her because she's consistent and she's so creative with it.
So I just want to say that Fola and Kiss Daddy, you people better give her part of the money for this, for that your song go, because nobody has created content with that song more than Good Girl Ellie.
Yeah, Good Girl Ellie.
Jesus.
I saw a video of her in the salon. Like as she entered, I think they were making her nails or something, and they played the song for her. People in the comment section were like, the person that played that song knew it was you.
Yes,
they knew it was
knew
you.
it was you before
because
they
she wasn't
played
even
it.
dressed like the good girl Ellie we see on. Like she was just as a normal person. They knew it was you, and they played it. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
But I mean, how is that for you? Like having to create content and put yourself out there in a different way.
Even when you don't feel like.
Yeah, you know, like I said, now I've become so conscious of a lot of things. So I can tell you that creating content is so much work. Like you have to look good because you insult you. Like, and it's not just all about looking good, but I can tell you for a fact that looking good is up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know the content you're posting, right? One side. You see, looking good is very priority for women. So like if you're not looking good, that's you have one thing down. You need to look good.
But why?
They
Let's
always
talk
tell
about
you.
this. Why?
They always tell you you gotta look good.
Why does a woman have to always look good? Why not focus on what is coming out of my mouth? Why not focus
That's
on the
difficult.
content?
Like no.
Why must I look good for you? Why must I
Girl,
look good?
you know this. Like as a woman, you are first seen.
Yeah, before
like
you
we've
heard.
from generations. They've been saying
Yeah.
this thing. Like I've
True.
seen movies that have I've watched movies from back in the day, and they are still saying these things. Like,
Yeah.
you are first seen
I
before you
think
are heard.
I honestly think that statement and that mindset is completely rooted in misogyny. I'm very sorry.
It is what it is.
But that's what it is. Like it is, and people don't even realize that is misogynistic because I don't owe you having to go out of my way to look good.
It is what it is.
Like I want to create content. I want to do a podcast. I want to do something. I'm not going to come looking shabby, but I don't owe you having to
Get every
to look
detail.
perfect.
Yes, I
Yeah.
don't owe you perfection.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like a thing of if
'Cause I
I'm
mean-
not perfect, then you're going to talk down on me.
Portable will go on Instagram
Looking a mess.
looking a mess.
And you people will laugh and
A
you will
hot
focus
mess.
on what he's saying.
Yeah.
So why would
But why can't a woman go
Just come out
and
and
just
be
look the way
herself?
she
I
wants
think
to?
that's also rooted in branding, because if you are an eye candy, if you're nice to the eye, you might be welcomed a little nicer
True.
There
than
is that.
someone who isn't so much of an eye candy. So like you need to consider that fact that people are looking at you to see like.
But if
oh,
it's based
this
on
girl
that,
is
how did he
pretty.
get?
Let her into the
How
room.
did he get a verse with Big Smoke?
They don't do that for men now. For
So
men, they
it's
focus on
really
what's on their
unfair.
head. It's not
Really,
fair.
oh.
It's really unfair.
It's not fair. And we're all humans.
Yeah,
And
I also
focus
want
on
to. I also wanted
content.
to ask. I know that you were on tour with Odumodublvck for.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, tell us about
Beautiful
that.
stuff.
How was that?
Oh, tour was amazing. Like I always say, it was the greatest school tour ever.
Yeah,
We went to so many locations, maybe I think around 5 or 6.
yeah.
Most of them were universities.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell you what that felt like.
Tell us, we'd like to
Afe.
know. What did you say?
Afe Babalola.
What happened there?
Afe. We went to Afe. We climbed the stage. They were doing "Ta-na-na-na," Toy Girl was coming up. So as the song started, we couldn't hear the backing track. As eyes me, the whole school was singing.
Word for word.
I was struck now.
Whoa.
I have the video. I was just there like they
What's
had to tap
happening?
me. Like Odi, bro.
Sing.
Now before I came back, real.
Whoa.
I need to tell you that I'm up and coming, and I've seen so many stages, but you see that one. That was the most intimate stage I had ever been on,
Aw.
because having someone relate to you so specifically
Yeah,
is amazing.
it's a big deal.
I now understand being in that position.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame some people. Can't lie. Like if you have people singing right after you,
Do you know what I just thought about when you were
definitely
saying
you're
this?
gonna feel something.
That Rema video when he when Calm Down like blew up internationally,
Yeah.
when he was on tour, like and the whole like
And he
the
now
whole
stood
crowd-
up. And he has to.
He
Was that looking?
was looking around.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is what I'm here.
what I
Bring,
came
bring,
for.
bring them. Bring them.
I mean, I can't blame him, because like how won't you say you are him?
Yeah.
He's him.
It's him.
Like how would you
mad.
say you are him?
That's
Because,
because
like,
saying him
like
without even
mad.
saying I'm
you
him.
get that, and it's crazy because like it changes so much about you. It changes
Yeah.
your aura. You begin to carry yourself so
Even
much
your confidence.
so much differently.
Yeah.
I saw myself better
In that
Yeah.
moment.
in that moment. I can't lie to you. And it has really helped, my self-esteem as an artist, as a girl. I finally feel that, oh yeah, I make good music. So like,
course you do.
why the hell not?
Yeah.
I'm that girl.
So yeah,
Like
I'm
Beyonce
that girl.
said,
So
I'm
like,
that girl.
it starts from like this. You don't come into this world with all of that confidence.
Yeah.
You have to build it.
Build
it,
So
yeah.
that was definitely a very, very, very key moment.
Shout out to
for me.
Odumodublvck for giving us
Shout
that
out to
moment.
But how did you
OD.
meet him though?
Meeting OD is such a
Random.
story. I don't know if he knows this, but in 2021 or 22, a friend called me and was like, "Oh, I like the way you speak. I want you to help me talk to someone, like interview someone." Mind you, I'm not a presenter, nothing like that. The person just liked my voice. I was in Abuja at the time. The person just liked my voice and I was like, "Okay, I want you to ask this person questions for me." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." You already explained to me what it was like and all of that. But that didn't happen. Right? And so, but that was the first time I had heard of Odumodublvck. I knew he was an artist, but that was the first time I had spoken to someone in person about it.
Yeah. And
so, fast forward to exactly a year later after that, whole thing, I'm at some apartment in Jabi and I'm visiting my friend. And my friend happens to be friends
With him.
And so we're there in the living room, it was the dining room. We were making music. I remember I even voiced that same day. And he just walked out of the room, casually hailed everybody, myself inclusive. We had already been following each other on Instagram at the time.
Yeah.
But this was the first time I was meeting him. And it was so casual and so cool. I won't lie to you, I don't know what happened again from that time. Wash our friends. You understand? And then we definitely connected on a musical level because I was definitely a fan before I met him. Knew his music. I knew about his music. And I felt like, yeah, this person is actually doing something. I don't know what this is, but there's something here.
Yeah.
It's different.
And meeting him just helped me understand what that was, And I got to really see what it was, that everybody spoke about, that realness, that drive. I got to see it and I got to learn from it. And I mean, if you can learn from somebody, let them be your friend.
Yeah.
Facts, man.
True.
You get, like, if somebody has something to teach you, let them be your friend.
But friendship,
it
navigating
will lift
friendship
you.
in your industry, like how is that? I know in ours though. You say that especially, I don't need to say more. But in your industry, navigating friendship, because I feel like what you guys do, definitely what you guys do, making music is spiritual. Like you have to connect on.
You have
that,
to, yeah,
on that level.
yeah. That has a very huge role to play, by the way.
So how is it like navigating friendships and relationships in your industry?
To be honest, I can't say that I've really experimented, friendships or like sort of like dabbled in friendships in the industry.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I don't know what it entails. Do you get? I just see someone. When I see an artist, I see a person. I see a human being. I don't necessarily take into consideration that, this person is an artist. That's not the first thing I think of. I think of this person as a human being. So I'm not necessarily having it at the back of my mind, this person is an artist, so I can be their friend or I can be their friend.
Yeah.
But the first thing I always look out for is similar values. I want to make sure that this person actually has values that I can, learn from and imitate, even when I don't feel like I'm being very, proper, and all of that. That's the first thing. Second thing is I look out for progressiveness. I look out for people who are ready to grow, willing to grow with each other. Because, like, I know for sure that collaborating in this music industry is like everything. Do you understand? It can take you many places.
Yeah.
I can give you examples of people who made it as far as they did just because they were able to hold somebody else's. They were able to be a team player.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I can say that that's one other thing that I look out for. I don't really like to go in and say, I'm looking for a friend just to have that, badass person beside me and I can say, this was my friend. I look for value. I look for substance. and all of that. And if I find that in you,
Why not?
we're friends.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love. I wish
So,
we continue, but
Sadly, we can't
Time,
continue. Time.
So amazing.
But I mean, before we let you go, before we wrap this up, look at me, radio girl. Before we let you go, like say my show still continue. Anyways, before we wrap this up, what are the plans for the rest of the year? We still have 6 months in 2025. So
I intend to be very aggressive with the next 6 months of the year. I will be releasing singles all through till the year ends. So pipe me up. It's just like my first trick.
Yep.
So you're gonna see many
And
more.
that's a good beginning.
Yeah, that's a trust me, girl.
absolutely with Ruga,
Trust me, girl.
Ah,
As in, I'm ready for you people to hear my name.
we're ready.
we're ready to hear your name
Juno.
and scream it from the top of our lungs.
Yes.
Juno.
And I really am, aiming to show Nigerians sides of me that, I want them to see. I want them to see that I'm Nigerian as well. I want them to see that I relate to them. I may not look like a lot of them. I may not speak like a lot of them, but I want them to know that I'm here.
Like the
Well,
Nigerianness
together.
in you is very much there.
Still very much
Yeah.
there. All of that. Yeah.
Okay, so
that.
you guys watch out for Juno.
Yeah.
She's here and she's here to stay.
The rest of the year is gonna be fire. By the way, guys, features, videos, everything.
Shut down.
Shut down.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yep.
And we wish you the best.
Thank
here.
you so much.
And every way that we can support you,
Thank you
We're
so
here.
we're
much.
here for
Thank
you.
you so
Just
much.
Yes.
call.
A town hall.
Different.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's how we wrap up the show for today.
Okay,
Thank you for watching. So everybody who has watched from the first episode, somebody sent a message and said, I actually have never missed an episode.
Oh
of
my
The
God,
Town
we
Hall."
love you.
We
Thank
love
you.
you.
We love you.
Thank you.
I think like it would be good to have some of our fans on this show.
We see your TikTok DMs. Oh, one of these
Yes.
days we'll reply it and say, you know what?
You're
Pull up.
invited. Yeah.
Because you really want to come and talk, Abi.
Yeah.
Pull.
Yeah.
There was one. Our TikTok
Is
comment
it
section
Danny?
is so hilarious. I don't even know his name.
There's one Danny guy
There was one
that's
that
always-
said he wants to come. And then people started insulting him in the comments.
just for
said he wanted
an
to
appearance.
He said he
I just
to come
wanted to come. I didn't say, I've not even made an
He
input.
was I'm like
Our
see if
TikTok
you're bored,
fans,
just go on our
our
TikTok
TikTok,
comments.
yeah.
Like the
Real.
viral post.
But like we love you
Just
guys.
look at the comment section. It's
we
insane.
love. That's why we do this.
Like
We love you
like
guys.
why do you why
You
why do
guys,
have an
you people
issue with
should
my
free.
nose?
You people should free a town hall.
like
Abi,
free us, please.
Free a
We're
town
just doing a
hall.
lot's work. Oh.
My goodness.
So,
But
yeah.
yeah, thank you.
And don't-
We'll see you next week.
Oh God! Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please.
please.
Ejo, we can go on our knees.
Yes, we can. We're not proud though.
We can go
Yes,
on our knees.
yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to tell your friends to like, watch,
Share this
this podcast so
Share
that
it.
we get more screen time from our producer. Our producer is somewhere around here. Don't forget to catch the show on Pop Central channel 189.
on DSTV,
On DSTV.
precisely. And follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, at A Town Hall Different Pod.
And don't forget to follow
Yeah.
Juno. Too,
Follow Juno as well. Here, Juno.
Yep.
All
on
platforms. Yeah.
Follow us too. We never. No, don't follow us.
No,
We're not
don't
going to
follow
bring
us.
our handle
Yeah.
to this podcast. It's too messy.
Yeah. Too.
Yeah. Yeah,
From
if you don't
us
follow
to
the
you.
podcast. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.